I think we can say with confidence that there are more opportunities now than have ever been available in the history of humanity. The advent of the internet has connected virtually every person to virtually every other person, assuming they possess the technology. You can make a bracelet in your living room in Cleveland and sell it to a person in India 30 minutes later. You can upload a PDF about organic gardening and sell it over and over and over indefinitely. No printing, no inventory, no shipping cost. It is wild, and it is very, very new. We as humans are not really accustomed to this just yet. Like, how many centuries did mankind exist before the invention of the printing press in the 15th century? A lot. Most of our history was experienced before the age of mass communication. And in the grand scheme of things, even the 15th century really wasn't that long ago. So think how new the internet is. And there are people who remember a time before the internet who probably aren't even 40 years old yet. So opportunity is increasing because possibility has increased. The infrastructure has been built to sustain instantaneous information transfer in digital commerce. But something else has increased that has made the whole equation pretty interesting. Awareness. Awareness is increasing. And it's awareness of so many things, both positive and negative. So I can be aware that I can make something and sell it to thousands of people all over the world. And I can be aware of my ability to access more information than I could ever assimilate. But this awareness of possibility also comes with it an interesting curse, the awareness of lack. I see a person who has blank. I recognize that I could acquire blank, but I also recognize my lack of blank. And this can be incredibly motivating or incredibly dangerous, depending on your mindset and your perception. Your lack of something. Do you choose to view it as a locked door or an opportunity? Have you been conditioned to view it as an obstacle, or could you view it rather as an invitation? You see a person who's in really good shape, and you're like, I should be in good shape. Then you see a person who's got lots of money, and you're like, I should have lots of money. Then you see a person who spends lots of quality time with their kids, and you're like, I should spend lots of quality time with my kids. And it's true. You probably could be in better shape, and you probably could figure out a way to make more money, and you probably could spend more time with your kids. But when you see someone who has something that you want, whether that thing is money, success, freedom, notoriety, it's very easy to draw a straight line from where you are to where they are, or where you think they are, where you perceive them to be. And that doesn't take into account what they had to go through to get to where they are and what you need to go through to get to where they are. So you have awareness of what they have, but you often lack awareness of what they had to do to get there, right? So there are the negative feelings when we become aware of what we lack. Then there are the negative feelings when we realize the amount of effort it will take to achieve our desired outcome. On top of that, the negative feelings that arise when we think, I might not have it in me. I might not have what it takes. And you might not. You might not have it in you. But I would ask, what is it? And you might not have what it takes. But again, what is it? You might not have what takes. You might not have what in you. Because you can do some of the things, but you probably can't do all of the things. Or you can do all of the things some of the time, but not all of the things all of the time. So a question I like to ask myself is, in 10 years, will I be thankful I did this, or will I regret doing this? Does this action serve the purpose of my long path vision? So number one, will I be thankful I did this? And number two, does this serve my long-term vision for myself and my family? For example, I recently spent the good part of a Sunday afternoon in the yard playing different sports with my daughter. I think we played soccer, baseball, basketball, and something else, maybe football. And throughout the day, I kept thinking, this is a good investment. This is the right thing to do. This feels right. Which sounds weird when I say it out loud, but how many things do we do just on autopilot? How often do we really think about what we're doing and the long-term effects of those actions? Do we esteem ourselves enough to believe our actions have consequence? I was aware that I could have been doing other things. I was aware that I was not growing my net worth. I was aware that other people probably were doing things to increase their income or their status. But I also had an awareness of the possibility that this game of horse could somehow mean more than all of it. See, 10 years from now, I might not have a podcast. I might not have a blog or a YouTube channel. But I will have a 19-year-old daughter who may be experiencing a situation in which she needs comfort. She might need to remember that she has people in her life who care about her. People like a dad who will drop whatever he's doing or whatever he thinks he should be doing to shoot hoops in the driveway or pitch wiffle balls in the yard. And will she remember this specific Sunday? Probably not. But I have to believe that it somehow gets encoded in her soul, her body, her psyche, her being, whatever you want to call it. Because it's not about the one day, it's about the body of work. Your body of work, the collective sum total, the weeks and the months and the years. The resume that is your life. And does your family need money? Yes. But children don't really understand their need for money like you do. They have a much greater understanding of their need for you. And I want us all to remember, what we have, that is tangible. And what we lack is imaginary. Think about that. Everything we lack is imaginary. What you have, you can name. House, car, food, spouse, kids, health, job. But if you start naming things you don't have, the list could go on forever. Vacation home, country club membership, new car, bigger car, nicer car, 6 figures, 7 figures, 8 figures. You could literally sit all day and list what you don't have. The only thing stopping you is the limit on things you were able to name. But it's all a fabrication. It's all imaginary. You're conjuring up these items. So what do you have? Whether it's tangible, intangible, physical, spiritual, what do you have right now, already? And how are you using it? How are you appreciating it? And what's more important? What's more valuable? The luxurious things you don't have or the modest things you do have? I want to reveal the nature of Christ to the world. I want to put things into the world, products, energy, words, vibes that make the world a better place. But it all starts with my awareness of my role in my family, more so than my awareness of my role in the marketplace. And beyond that, my awareness of who I am in Christ and who He is in me. That's what I want awareness of, not awareness of what everyone else has. And beyond what I have or what I don't have, whom do I have? Whom do I have? And who has me? That's what I want awareness of. Who has me? Who has you? To whom do you belong? That might be the real awareness we need to have. I'm Ryan Coleman, the real Ryan Coleman on Instagram, not Ryan Coleman on X, Ryan M. Coleman on Substack. I'm on Facebook, I'm on YouTube, TikTok. I'm out there. I bounce around. And I'm still finding my voice. I'm still tinkering and learning the best ways to get it out there and where to put it and how to present it and who to present it to, all those things. The podcast hasn't been super consistent lately, but I appreciate your patience. I hope this episode has been helpful to you and your situation and your journey. If you know anyone who you think would like the show, the internet has made that incredibly easy. It's a little thing called a share button. So like the show, rate the show, share the show. I truly appreciate it. We're building the lives we want from the raw material of the lives we already have. We're here already. We're all ready here. Shalom in your home. God bless. Thank you for listening, and I'll talk to you soon.